The pattern of DHT receptors on the scalp will dictate whether or not you're going to go bald everywhere or just in the front, or so-called crown-type baldness. And the density of the beard tells you about the density of DHT receptors. Now, this varies by background, by genetic background, but there are areas of the world where all the men seem to have the same pattern of baldness, like a strip of baldness down the center with hair still on the sides and full beards. That's because these patterns of DHT receptors are genetically determined. Elsewhere, testosterone levels can still be very high. DHT levels in the blood can be very high, and yet people will have very light beards or no beards, and that's because they don't have a lot of DHT receptors in the face. And still other cultures, you'll see people with huge beards, tons of beard growth, like their beards are growing all the way up to their eyes, and they have huge heads of hair, and that's because they have a lot of DHT receptors on the face and not on the scalp. If you look at somebody, everyone can predict whether or not they're going to go bald based on looking at we're always taught our mother's father. So if your mother's father was bald, there's a higher probability that you're going to go bald.